Right, team, we are week 3 into the 10-week shred, and can I just say you are all absolutely nailing it. Super pleased with some of the results that we've got so far, and so excited to see where we're going to be in 7 weeks time. So week number 3, you might start to feel your motivation dipping, and this is what I wanted to speak to you about today, is motivation and how to stay motivated. It's very normal at about the 3-week mark to start feeling a little bit unmotivated. It starts to get a bit boring. It's not necessarily exciting. It's not a new plan anymore. You've been doing it for 3 weeks. You've had Easter weekend. You might not have seen a scale weight drop this week, so you're feeling a bit unmotivated about that. But just recognise that it is actually so normal for this to happen, for everything that I've just said to happen. It's normal for you to start feeling a bit bored. It's normal for sometimes a little bit of a plateau happening. It's normal for you not to be as excited about the plan anymore. However, your motivation is going to come up. It's going to come down, it's going to come even more down, and it's going to go even more up. It's going to come in waves through this whole 10-week process and beyond. No one is motivated all the time. I'm not motivated all the time. Top athletes aren't motivated all the time. Not everyone wants to go training 6 days a week or get up for cardio, or even set something simple like setting an alarm. Not everyone wants to do that every day, but we do it regardless, right? So think about a Monday morning. It's been Monday, you've had a very busy weekend, alarm goes off at 7:30 a.m. and it's time to go to work. You don't want to go to work, but what do? You get up and you go to work because it's a non-negotiable. And turning these tasks that help you on your fitness goals into non-negotiables is what's going to help you get the results even when you're not feeling motivated. And this all comes from discipline. And if you've been following me for a long time, or you've been keeping up to date with what I talk about often, this is something that I talk about all the time, is when motivation is low, we have to rely on discipline instead, because discipline makes sure that you get the job done regardless of if you want to or not. And it makes sure you get the job done at the times that you don't want to do it. So you're very disciplined to go to work on a Monday morning at 7:30 when you don't want to. And what we need to do now is the habits, things like cardio, things like ticking off your step count, going to the gym, weighing out your food. These all now need to become non-negotiables. They need to be things that you just adapt into your lifestyle, into your routine, and they become non-negotiables. So even on the days that you feel like, you don't want to get up, can't be asked to go to the gym, this bit of rice, that will do. I'm not going to weigh it, but that looks about right. This is when we have to just push past that and just make sure we are being extra disciplined. So turn it all in to non-negotiables. Very similar to me with training. I don't want to train every day. I don't train every day. I don't want to do cardio every day. I'm doing cardio every day at the moment. However, I get the job done. I wake up and I do it because it's become a non-negotiable. It's something that's now embedded into my daily routine. So I get the job done depending on if I want to do it or not. I know I have to do it at some point, so I just get up and I do it. And one thing to remember is the more you practice your discipline, the better you are going to get at your discipline. It's a bit like willpower, and I always like to say willpower is like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets and the better you get at it. So many people will say to me or to other clients as well, oh my God, you're so, you've got so much willpower. How can you not want to eat this chocolate cake that I've got? Rah, 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 rah. But it's because it's down to discipline, and it comes down to practicing that discipline and practicing that willpower time and time again. And every time you practice it, it does get easier. And also you'll feel accomplished. Like, how good, already this has probably happened to a number of you. How good does it feel when you get a box ticked that you didn't want to tick? So, again, using cardio as an example, I feel so good after I finished my cardio because I know I didn't want to do it in the first place. But you do it and then you just feel absolutely amazing for the rest of the day. So same with like sticking to your meal plan. Some days you won't want to do that. Some days you might want to go see your friends. You might want to go out for food, but you will feel so good for sticking to that food plan, regardless of if you're going out and seeing your friends. If you're taking meals with you or making a menu fit your meal plan, absolutely fine. but you'll feel so good for it, and that will actually motivate you even more to just keep going because of how proud and how accomplished you'll feel. In terms of kind of long-term goals here, it can be very easy to lose motivation towards a long-term goal. So at the moment, obviously the goal in hand is the 10-week shred. So this is the main thing we're focusing on. Some of you might have, more weight to lose. Some of you might start focusing on kind of building muscle after and reverse dieting or setting new goals ready for holidays or weddings, whatever it may be. But a long-term goal is, again, you're not always going to feel motivated towards that. So what we do is we break it down into smaller segments. Small milestones, if you like. So for example, one of my girls on the lifestyle team, her goal this year is to lose up to 20 kilograms. So what we've done is we've broken that down into 5 kilo milestones, and then we've broken it down further into weekly goals that are going to then translate into her daily habits, which helps her to reach the 5 kilo milestone, which then helps her to reach the 20 kilo long-term goal. By doing that, it allows her to have little wins throughout the time it's going to take to lose the 20 kilograms. So I think we've actually aimed to do that over the course of the year. So we're broken it down 5 kilos every couple of months to then get us closer. So having the smaller milestones, you'll feel so accomplished once you reach one, then you reach another, then you reach another. And by the end of it, you're at your long-term goal. So break your goals down. At the moment, obviously, we're focusing at the 10-week shred. So you might focus on the 5-week point. Where do you want to be at 5 weeks? Okay, if you want to be at this point in 5 weeks, how can we then break that down over the next couple of weeks to make sure you get there? How does that translate then into your daily habits? Ticking your cardio, ticking your step count, using those as non-negotiables to get to your milestone, to then get to your long-term goal. So stay accountable. You're obviously all being accountable to me at the moment. Again, that's going to help motivation. And just remember, motivation is going to come up, it's going to come down, but you stay disciplined and you will still get the job done. And that is the number one that I want you to take home, is discipline will get you so much further than motivation ever will. So on those days where you're feeling, a little bit shabby, can't be bothered, rewatch this video and take action from it. And the main action is to just get up and go and get it done regardless of how you're feeling. So I hope that was helpful. Week number 3, all boxed off, ready to attack the new week. And if you have any questions on any of that, just let me know.